I'm here, don't worry. I'm just waiting for, somebody to join me. Eventually, someone will. Right? Let's get this out of the way. Let's just hair looks on point. Ha ha. Okay. Enough of that. Let's stop that. Enough. All right, so I'll turn this off, otherwise it'll just be annoying. I was trying to go live. My, how would you say, by phone, but for some reason it was not compatible. So I am going to move this over here. Such a heavy table. Thank God I have muscles. All right. As you know, my name is James Axel, and I have only been putting out my truth, my real truth of who I am, my story, how I got here. I don't really expect anybody to, I don't expect anybody to do anything as far as, except for listen. And hopefully, maybe I can change a couple of lives like mine. My life was forever altered in a way that is unimaginable. Excuse me. Look at my staff. Look at them sleeping again on the job. What do I pay them for? Ugh. And then I have to clean up after them too? I feel like Ellen. Oh, it's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm all right. Look, I did it. All right. Have a fan. That's always good to know. Again, my name is James Axel. I grew up James Peter Williams in Minnesota. I had the most extraordinary experience. And guess what? I forgot my notes over here. Staff. Oh. I always take notes. I write everything down now. Everything I write down. I think it's important that you do. Because you never know when, and definitely, if I were you, I would put all your photos and your pictures, either hard copy them or put them to several other devices, just in case, just in case if something would happen to the cloud. You never know. You never know. And this is really my first time opening up truly about myself. And my computer is just like going berserk. It's very warm. It's hot in here. So like I said, I'm going to just do a couple things here while I talk. I just, when I grew up in Waseca, I don't even know if I should have said the name. However, when I was growing up in Minnesota, I knew for a fact that I wanted to be in theater. And my dad was a theater director. And my very first, like I was talking about in one of my videos, my very first role as an actor was a mouse in Cinderella in 3rd grade. I got bit by that bug. I couldn't help myself but be on stage. It was the one place where I felt secure, safe, at home. And I felt that I was able to express a part of me that nowhere else on this planet was I able to express. And due to that, I am so grateful for my upbringing with my family of understanding my quirkiness and my eccentricities, if you will. I'm what you say, a little dramatic. And I want to tell more of my family history. However, that's not what today is really about. Today is about how I got here. Now, I'm not going to mention any names, good or bad. That's not the point. I can tell you for a fact, I am a changed person from who I was 6 months ago. I am not the same person today as I was back whenever. At the beginning, I want to say around March, mid-March is when things started happening. And I was not at all around my home during the California riots. I did a thing, and this location, I haven't gotten permission yet to mention the name, therefore I will not. However, I was literally called to a certain hotel in California, meaning my intuition, I was yanked there almost. And when I got there, I had one of the most beautiful, one of the most awe-inspiring experiences that one person could ever have in their life. And I hope that you guys can hear me, you know. This is something that, I'm getting used to. I'm just so, like, me. I'm just who I am. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to be like, oh, what filter can I use? Or, you know what? Life for me is so perfect. And oh my gosh, you know what I did yesterday was I went on top of my yacht and I had one of my martinis as I told everyone else what to do. It was splendid. I got bored, so I fired everyone twice. Although I did enjoy my third martini. That's not me. That's not who I am. That's not my style. That's something that I don't understand. I don't get. I'm not one of those people. I was always raised that no matter who you were, no matter what you did, you were always important. However, and like I said, I'm not going to name any names. One of my ex-employers treated me in a way where I felt it was almost inhumane. Like I didn't feel that he or she it treated me fairly in a way that I felt that I could hold my head up high. And I wanted to be the person that was proud of who he was, where he started, and where he ended up. And with COVID-19, I can tell you, it brought the worst and the best out in people. I definitely found that out. As I continued on my journey, I started to believe almost everything that they were telling me. I believed it so much, it became my truth. And I can't believe I allowed anybody to make their lies my truth. Now, if you would have asked me 6 months ago, if I were to meet them on the street, I would want to wail and pound and be angry. However, today, the only thing that I would ever say is, I forgive you. And move on. Yet I would never forget. Meaning, if you can't remember what was done to you or how it was done, and you keep on making the same mistake and trusting the same people, all you're doing is going on the same cycle of life constantly. And somebody told me once at a motivational speech where, let's say you would take this nail polish and you would hold it out like this. Well, if you held it like this for about 5 minutes, it's not that big of a deal. But this little tiny bottle, try holding this bottle for 50 years. That bottle is going to get so heavy. And that little tiny problem that started in just a little tiny situation has now felt like it weighs the amount of the world. And that's what was happening with my life. I took a little tiny problem of something that had happened to me, and I made it my entire world. And I slipped down so far, so fast into such a dark, dark place. I didn't even recognize myself. I had my husband call a 5150 on me after I had my experience at this location. If you guys don't know what a 5150 is, it's where a family member of yours feels that you are not capable of being able to tell yourself that you are able to handle your own decisions. And I really hope that this whole like noise thing isn't bothering. Like, I don't know why it's making so much noise. Calm down, please. My computer's going berserk. It wants to hear my story too. And this is what happens when you have ADHD real bad. I'm going to digress really quick. I went to the Mayo Clinic every 6 months for, I want to say, I got to unplug this damn thing. I gotta walk around. I'm not a person to stand still. I went to the Mayo Clinic, and this is my pile of stuff. I come to you, James Axel, live from a pile of stuff. I don't like just sitting down. I'm not just a person who sits down. I can't, not with my ADD. Holy buckets. And I'm just so over everything. Like, oh, you're not supposed to show the lights. The lights are in your glasses. Well, screw that. Anyway, I went to the Mayo Clinic every 6 months from second grade until when I graduated high school. 10 years. And I had to learn so many things. I was taught so many things. I had to repeat numbers back. I had to look at certain things and try to see shapes. I had to concentrate. I mean, at first I was like, well, no kidding, I have ADHD. How can I sit in a room and discuss all this stuff, and this stuff? Oh, I see. These numbers, you think that I have nothing to do with you. You sit there with your ruler and your odometer and your blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, I had to pull a Miranda Priestley. I love Meryl Streep. Anyway, hi, Meryl. So I went to the Mayo Clinic, and my parents were amazing for sending me there. I had such a great experience growing up with my parents, understanding my situation of, at the time, it was called a disability. I look at it as a gift. Anyone who has ADHD Let me tell you, kids, if you're listening to this, if you have ADHD, there is nothing wrong with you. You are actually one of the most talented people in the room. You're one of the most creative. You're one of the most ingenious. You're one of the more you're one of the people out there that get things done in your mind. I'll tell you why. Your mind never stops. It's like the universe. It goes on and on and on and on, and there's no stop. I never have been inside a box. Growing up, being in theater, being involved in what I was involved due to my parents and my dad, I as an actor, you have to imagine what's going on. You have to make up a character. You have to pretend. You have to be, you just have to become somebody else. Most people are so uncomfortable with not even being themselves. Most people don't even know how to be themselves. We are taught at such an early age not to be afraid, not to be scared. Don't be mad. Don't get angry. Don't be sad. Don't do this. Don't do that with your emotions. I think that's all bullshit. Throw that all away. You're allowed to be scared. You're allowed to be afraid. You're allowed to be sad. You're allowed to cry in front of people. You're allowed to show some fucking emotion once in a while, because guess what? You're human. We are all so wired in a way that we have to tell ourselves, I can't do this because I'm afraid. I can't do this, otherwise they'll make fun of me. I can't. We can't ourselves to death. And before you know it, you're lying on your deathbed going, what the hell was I so afraid of? Who knows? Everyone has their own demons. And I'm not talking religion here. That's one thing I'm not going to talk about is religion or politics. We have dealt with that enough here. Enough is enough. Why do we always have to fight on either side? Is anybody else exhausted of this? Who gives a shit? There are so many bad people on both sides that screw everything up for everyone just because they have their own agenda and they're afraid of losing control. They need control. There are so many things that I can guarantee you, everyone sitting at home that has not had to go to work or has lost their job or is working from home, you're realizing right now, there's a lot of things that, I was doing before. I was told I had to do. However, we're all still moving along. And I'm not doing those things anymore. Well, why do we have to go back to the old way then? They lost control. COVID-19 made them lose control. And when I say they, I'm not talking politicians. I'm not just talking religious aspects of things. I'm talking the people that love being in control. We'll call them bullies. We'll make it school friendly. So the bullies. And bullies love an audience. They love to tease people in front of other people because they get laughs. They get to ridicule people for how they look. They get to ridicule people for what they wear. They get to ridicule people because you know what? They see something in that person that they wish that they could be. And they can't allow themselves to become. They're afraid. They are afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of being who I am. I am who I am in here as I am walking on the street, dancing around like a crazy person. And if that's how people want to view me, go ahead. So I'm a crazy person to you. I could care less what you think of me. I don't care what you think of me. And that makes me stronger than you. Because I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of who I've become. I'm proud of where I've gotten in my life. And I am proud of where I'm going. I don't expect anybody to do something for me that I should be doing myself. So let me get to my list. The one thing I did want to start talking about, and I'm going to debunk some stuff right now, and some people are going to hate this. However, right now, we're going to take a little mini break, and I want to find out, like what's going on with this noise. I feel like you couldn't hear a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant. It was an ugly tree anyway. Well, anyway, we'll be right back. I'm just going to move this over here and turn this bag like this. And, well, here, I'll do this. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, my beautiful flowers that my husband got me yesterday for our anniversary. It was our 2-year wedding anniversary. We got married in Maui. I'm not even going to say that stupid joke. All right. It's probably backwards, but I don't give a shit. All right. We'll be back, and I'm going to find out about this noise. I hope all y'all are having a good time with this, okay? Yeah. I need to put some music on. I mean, oh my gosh, I'm looking at myself. What? Look at that. It's so much fun. Oh my gosh. Wow, stereo. Everyone. I need you to listen. It is my echo. I am coming to you from the stadium of the universe. And I'm telling you, you have got to pay attention. I'm going to pause this for now. You guys let me know how you guys are liking. This is kind of crazy, cuckoo. Okay, what I do want to talk about when I get back is I'm going to debunk all the rumors that you all think tarot cards are. Whatever you know, you're going to throw all those rules away because they're all bullshit, and I'll prove it to you. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.